how you guys feel 4 days into the hackathon, whether we have met your expectations, because we asked you what you guys expect. So yeah, feel free to tell us if we've disappointed, if we need to improve, if we've done above and beyond. Yeah, just type in the chat as we wait for the rest to join in. I'll start at 7:43 in 5 minutes. Okay, Joy. Yeah, just find your earphones and you can just unmute and talk to us. Louis is saying day 4 is good. What's good about it? Kwanza kuna team walini text they're almost done with their project. Yeah, so the pressure is on, guys. Your voice is very low. We can barely hear.
Hello.
Yeah, you guys don't want to speak to me. Yes, Joy. Go on.
I think I can speak, Daisy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I can say that up to day 4, I can say that things are going well. I can say that you guys have met our expectations. We hoped to code a lot. We hoped to interact with you guys, and I feel like yeah, it will be a successful ending, and it will be something that we are going to remember, the Hack4Climate. So I can say also the collaboration, getting to meet new members, new people from different tech stacks, and you guys come together and sit down, and those meetings come up with your solutions, and you see the way they are dedicated. So I can say that this is a much experience to interact with people, interact with the leaders, guys. I think it is actually a platform where most of us are going to have to build up on these ideas, and who knows, maybe they might be the next startups, next companies. Yeah, so I want to say that on my end, I'm good.
Thank you, Luis, for that. I've been keeping up with your posts on social media, and yeah, I'm sure there are people who are getting to see what you're doing through you engaging the community online, and we appreciate you for that. And yeah, and vile umesema too, that was one of our goals for this hackathon, to make sure people who participate in it, they grow their networks, they get to meet people in different tech stacks um for future things that they'd like to do. For example, that having a startup. Because essentially in your teams you should have like a software engineer, data science, and that is those are like the essential people in tech teams in companies. So yeah, beyond this hackathon, keep your networks, keep talking to them, keep engaging them, and you never know where this might lead you. So the agenda for today is, I'm gonna start off by showing you guys gonna make your submissions. I'm gonna do it from scratch, yeah. And then after that, we are gonna have Farah come here and talk about Postman and the student expert program. He's gonna tell you what he does. And then after that, you're gonna have a Kahoot. So if 14 people play the Kahoot, all of you have a chance of winning. Because remember, there's like a limit to the number of people you can play in a Kahoot at a particular time. So that will be the last thing for today. So I'm seeing we're just 14 people. Tulitoka from over 100 to just 14 guys in the hackathon. But anyways, competition is less, right? So I will share my screen. Then we work on how you guys are gonna submit your projects. Just give me a minute. So can someone confirm they can see my screen? Just one person to confirm that. Okay. So I showed you guys how you're gonna create your organization. And I'm gonna go through that again because I've received some questions between that time and right now. So you don't need a new GitHub account. Your group leader is supposed to go to theirs and then they create the organization right here. So you click on your organization. Then after that, here's the one I created for the demo earlier in the week. That was on Monday. So I'm just gonna create a new organization. The free plan, it costs $0 US. Then my organization name, let me call it Hack4Climate 2, and contact email, my email. So this will be a personal account. So yeah, I click next. Then it's setting up the organization for you. Then yeah, you should come to this interface where it says add organization members. You type in their email addresses here. So essentially I should see 4, 5, 6, 7 people in your organization, because there are teams with 4 people, others with 5, others with 6, others with 7. So when I go to your organization, I should see all of the guys in your groups, and we're going to acknowledge the guys in your organization are the ones who are in your groups. In the case that your group wins, we just go to your organization, you check the guys who are there. So now that you're here on your organization, you create a repository now. So here on the repositories of your organization, you create a new repository. So I will call this you give it the name of your solution. So let's say my solution is called climate app. That's the name of my solution. Then description, this is the application for climate action. Then it should be public so that we can also see it. Then you can, you don't have to add a README file. You can add a README file. Then you create a repository. So now that you're here, we created the README. It's right here. So we can edit the file. So this is your README file. I essentially want this. These are the basic things that I want on your README file. So I'll need a description of your project. Of course, the name of your solution, the description, the names of your team members. Of course, the business aspect of the solution. This is in the case that if your solution gets to the market, how are you guys going to make money off of it? Because as much as we're trying to solve problems, we're also trying to create money for ourselves. So I need the business aspect, the technology aspect of it. You tell me how you used which technology is used. Azure should feature, APIs should feature, your data sources should feature there. GitHub version control should feature there. Then advantages of your solution, disadvantages as well, because nothing is ever perfect. Then the role in the market. Okay, not role in the market per se, but your target market. If it will be maybe students or agricultural companies or satellite companies, or your target market, and why your solution is needed in the real world. And its effect on climate change. So these are essentially the 5 things that I need. So you can put it on your README file, but there's an option of you guys creating a presentation on slides, and then you upload it online. For example, you can use, you know how there's Google Docs and whatever. Now you use the PowerPoint that's online. Then you just create a link. So you can just type something like find the documentation of a project here. Then you put in the link of the document that has all of these things, if you opt not to put it on your README. So apart from that, we will need, of course, your repository, your organization, and repository link. And then the last thing that we will need a video submission. So let me explain to you guys how you're gonna do this video submission. You and your team members are gonna hop on a Teams call or Google Meet. You're gonna do that. Then your team leader is gonna record the session, then submit it. So I have something of the same sort. This is something that we did with guys I was in a hackathon with. So we just got on a Teams call. We recorded, we each had our sessions, the part of the project we're supposed to talk about. Then we recorded it under 2 minutes. Then yeah, that was how we submitted. We did our video submission. Yeah, so after recording the video, you can upload it to your drive, you can upload it to YouTube, you can upload it to OneDrive by Microsoft. Then you just, on your repository still, on your README file, you now put in the link. Yeah, so these are the 3 things that we need: the documentation, the link to your organization and repository where your code files are, and video submission. Do you guys have a question?
Yes, I have a question, Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
The video, you record the video with your team members. What are you actually talking about?
Okay, so the video that you record, you'll basically just be talking about your solution. You'll introduce your solution, you'll introduce yourselves, you will tell us about your solution, how you guys developed it. You will tell us the advantages of it and why it's needed in the market. The essence of the video, like, I know you guys are also doing documentation, but the video is to give evidence that you worked in groups, because the documentation, your group leader can easily do it by themselves, but the video, every single member of your team will need to participate in that. So that is just for collaboration, teamwork, and also we need to see that you guys yourselves, you believe in your solution and that you know what you're talking about. Yeah. Is there any other question?
Yes.
Yes.
I created the organization, created the repo, everything. But then when I'm trying to clone, they're asking me for a username and password. But then when I was creating the organization, I didn't put any username or password. So how do I go about it?
You're trying to clone what?
If I clone that repo in my organization, in my machine, they're asking me for a username and password, but I didn't have a username and password when creating the organization. So I'm wondering what username.
Okay, the username and password that they're asking for is the username and password for the for the account that is having that organization. So if you're the group leader, when you want now to do that, you provide your username and your password.
It didn't work. I tried like 10 times. It didn't work.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, are you doing this on the command line?
I did both. I tried on the command line and then I tried GitHub desktop. They're still prompting me for username and password.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest use the access tokens yenye someone has suggested on the chat. Have you tried using access tokens hapo tu kwa command line?
Sijajaribu.
Okay, try using access tokens and you get back to me concerning that. But as opposed to cloning, see, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, try the access tokens and get back to me about that. So Newton is asking all this to be done by 4 p.m. tomorrow. Well, the deadline is 5. So 5 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah. And the thinking is today should be your last day of hacking. Like you guys should be touching up on the final aspects of your project. Then tomorrow during the day, you just record your video. The video can take literally like 20 minutes because you're reading a script now on a Teams call. Just a meeting like this one, but with your group members, and it's being recorded and your video is on. So you will just be reading a script, and that can take maybe 20 minutes at most. And then documentation, I'm expecting you guys as people who are in the tech space, you always document what you're working on as you go, not you finish, then now you document. So you should have documentation as of now. And then now it's just the video, and your solution should be a complete project that works, code that runs. Yeah, 4 p.m. tomorrow. So I was of the idea that the hackathon is supposed to end cash of 5 p.m. Then we got on a 1 hour meeting just like this one, but to just engage freely, not a technical session. Yeah, but I'm of the idea that we can move it to Saturday, then you guys work on the project till midnight. So tell me how you feel about that. Someone is also all the stickers I shared today. Yeah, I will get back to you about tomorrow's session. Yeah, and the deadline. But as of now, just know your deadline is 5 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, Saturday is Google Dev Fest. That's the bad thing about weekends, events, and you guys might be busy. Yeah, so, okay, where are we submitting the link? I've said, okay, where you will be submitting the link, I will create a Google Docs, give it to your leads, and then your leads will make the submission for each group. So about the stickers, we have merchandise for you guys, for the guys who will win, for the guys who will reach the grand finale at ADC. We have some merchandise for you guys, and part of it is laptop stickers. So we will be giving it out next week on November 10th. So that I don't know if it should be motivation for you guys to really push your project. And then I saw something about showing up for presentation in KCA when they have. Okay, so the showing up in KCA, it was essentially supposed to, instead of doing the virtual pitch, you're supposed to now do it in person at KCA, but you remove that from the program. Now everything is just virtual except the award ceremony. Okay, do you guys have any other questions concerning submission? Okay, I will let Farah take over the session, and he has a lot for you guys concerning Postman and opportunities there and the work that he does. So Farah, you can just unmute and take over.
Hi guys, you
Okay.
said a lot, so thank you for a lot, but yeah, I'm ready. So hi guys, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, my name is Farah. I'm a student at KCA University, a Postman student leader, and also a Microsoft Learn student ambassador. So yeah, my session today was supposed to be about Postman, but the good thing about me and about Postman is most of the things are out there. So I'm going to go through with you step by step on what will help you and guide you in your process. So yeah, I hope everyone is happy here. I hear there was a credit raffle. I hope you guys won.
I've been so generous, nimepeana mbili leo. So I've given out the first one to the first person who joined in, Winfred, and we had a conversation with her for the
Yeah.
few minutes that we were there together. And then yeah, we'll do a Kahoot at the end of your session.
I also have one for me. I have credit here. I have one for me to give out. But yeah, so I'm happy to be here. My session is not going to be that long. I don't like talking much. I don't like being technical. I like making people's work easier. So let me share my screen. Can you be able to see, right? Is my content visible?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to do like APIs 1-1 with Postman. Just a simple info session, but yeah. So my name is Farah, like I said, Postman student expert at KCA. No, Postman student leader at KCA University, and also an MLSA at KCA University. I'm a machine learning enthusiast, and also a lover of community work and community advocate. So yeah, there's my LinkedIn for those who want to connect with me. And yeah, I'm happy to be here. Okay, so this my agenda is simple. Intro to APIs, what are APIs, and request and response. And I'm going to just give you somewhere which all of you can be able to go and learn everything, and you'll get resources and everything that is going to help you even better than what I'm going to say out here. So my main work here is to advocate for the Postman student program. And the Postman student program, for those who have signed up, it is a really nice program. It accepts anyone, either if you know Postman or you don't know anything about Postman, it takes you from the beginning. We're going to see all of it right now. And yeah, for me, like I said, my work has been made easier by Postman by giving me what? The Postman student program, whereby you can do the API fundamentals and you'll be able to be certified. You'll get from start how to register Postman, how to get an account, how to send a request, receive a request, use the platform, and yeah. So APIs, most of you have interacted with APIs, and if you have not interacted with the APIs, it's something that is key in development. So when I was applying to become a Postman student leader or an expert, there was a question that they asked me that how can you explain APIs to as someone who is illiterate or someone who doesn't know anything about, who's not a techie in simple terms. So I sat down and thought, and I said, I remember my grandmother telling me a story about she owned a restaurant during the days of the colonial period. And those Wazungus used to come to the restaurant, but she didn't understand English at that time. So they had my uncle who was there, and he knew a bit of English. So he was the one who was there translating. When the Wazungus came, they tell my uncle, like, I want like chapati and rice, chapati and beans. And then my uncle tells my grandmother in Somali, like, I want this and this and this and this. He gives it back. So my uncle, I can tell him, is the API, whereby he receives and then he sends the request to the server. And then he takes the request from the server and takes it back to the client. So that's the API. API is an interface in between, application programming interface in between the client and the server. So as software has become more complex and collaborative over the years, developers no longer need to create every service from scratch. So there are many APIs out there. For example, those who like machine learning or generative AI, OpenAI have a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm back. Somebody was calling me, and so, like I said, their Twitter, their APIs are there. Like I was talking about OpenAI. OpenAI, what they've done is they have provided you with the APIs, whereby you don't need to create all that. You just need to use the APIs to access their models and everything that they have created for you. So, so those who like Instagram and Twitter, so this is a simple way whereby APIs work. So let me go to where I want all you guys to see. Now, Postman is a collaborative feature. Somebody's calling me again. Sorry. Sorry, guys. There's an event which you're organizing, so I'm getting a lot of calls. But yeah, so back to Postman. It's a collaborative API development. So three guys came together and they said, we have these APIs, like we create something and it's not like collaborative and all that. What can we do? So they came up with Postman, whereby it's a collaborative API development platform that simplifies creating, using, and testing APIs. Especially for us Android developers, for me. Like imagine like you have an API, you don't know if it's working, you don't know where the problem is. Is it the code? Is it the API when there is a bug or anything? But with Postman, you test your APIs. Then you know if your APIs work, when there's an error in your code, okay, the problem is not the API, the problem is in the code. So this is just a simple example of how Postman makes work easier. You can see the companies that use Postman: PayPal, Uber, Walt Disney, Atlassian, Google, and I've seen like firsthand Safaricom guys. They were there today at our school, and they once came for a machine learning session. They were using Postman to test everything, and especially the backend guys and the machine learning guys, they were using Postman. So Postman is really key for backend developers and the guys who are dealing with API. Like there's no other way. You'll go through Postman. Yeah. So yeah, that's the first thing. And yeah, like I said, this is the platform. Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to come and be technical Right? Maybe some of you might not understand and all that. So what I'm going to do is, where's the link? I want you guys to look at this program now. So continue learning or learn API as a student expert. Student expert certification indicates that you are proficient in essential skills involved in building and testing API requests in Postman. It includes sending more sophisticated requests in Postman, editing documentation, writing basic, and all that from the beginning, right? So I want you all guys to take this link. For those who did not, I know most of you register. I got a good number. I think last time I checked was, how many was it, Daisy? Was it 75 or 70 people? Yeah. So for those who did not register, please, you can use this link. I can display the link for the guys to access, or let me post the link in the chat. This one is key. Instead of me going through and like we just stay here, and some people may not get opportunities and all that. So let me drop the link in the chat. In it. Let me drop the link in the chat. For those who have, oh, I was not seeing the chat. I can see someone said, met me first time at Strathmore Uni GDG student Nairobi. Yeah, I think I remember you. Yeah, we met. Yeah, I'm up and down because of the first is on Saturday. So yeah. So for those who did not register on the student expert program, I've sent the link on the chat. We go through together. I want you guys to benefit and know even better from Postman. You become even skilled, from 0 to hero. So I'm waiting for guys to join the link. So 1 minute, guys, get this link. Put the link. So yeah, I hope everyone is here. So I want all you guys to register. When you register, you just come here and register and you'll receive an email. So when you register, let me also try to, get into the program. So these are the programs, student programs, APIs and all that. So there's the student expert program. So another benefit of the Postman student expert program is, apart from becoming an expert in Postman and APIs, is for those who are still in campus, you'll get an opportunity to become a student leader at your campus. And we are very few student leaders here in Kenya. I know of just 1, 2, 3 or 4. We are very few in Kenya, but we are trying to promote more to more students to become student leader program. But also you'll become an expert and learn more about APIs. So let me try to. So yeah, this is everything about Postman. Trying to log in. Do I remember my password? So anyone who has managed to sign up and get an email? And by the way, how many did the actual program? So in the chat, if you actually went through the program.
I did.
You did, Lois? Nice, good work. How was it?
Yeah. It was good actually.
Can you give like a brief description to the guys so that I want them to hear firsthand from like a beneficiary of the program?
I can say it is suitable for beginners, though I'm not a beginner, but it is well structured. Like the instructions are very clear. You just start. They also show you how to set up the account, the Postman, and send the request, and also the exercises. They also tell you what to do, where to submit. So I think it is actually.
Yeah, pardon, I lost you there.
Okay, I'm saying that it is suitable for everyone who wants to take it. Like I can say, from the descriptions.
Yeah, continue. I think I've lost you there. Okay. I'm trying to access my account so that I can go through. Anyone else who did the program or enrolled in the program can give feedback about the program? About the Postman Academy? Anyone else except Lois? Anyone? You can throw it in the chat. Someone says it did. Nice, let me check where it is. Yes, and that's you can tell the participants and like your experience and what you think about the program. You know, I want guys to hear from it firsthand. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
I hope
evening.
I'm audible enough.
Yeah.
The program was really interesting because I had done Postman before. I have dealt with Postman before, but I actually got to learn a lot of new things I hadn't even considered before. I think it's very comprehensive and very beginner friendly because it starts from the very beginning and takes you through with a lot of exercises and a lot of training for you to learn and actually practice what you're learning. So I think it was very interesting.
Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. Good work. I can see someone else says started but have not gone that far. Okay, for the far that you've gone, how do you see the experience? It's nice that you've taken the initiative and I applaud you on that. You can just unmute and tell the participants.
Farah, in the comments, there's someone who said they have started but have not gone that far. If you're having a challenge, you can just side chat Farah or mention it here, then he can help you with that. You're having a challenge with the program.
Oh, someone. Oh, so have started but have not gone that far. So yeah, Newton, you can tell the guys. Oh, you can't be able to speak, right? He says it's cool and he loves it. Okay, no problem. Good feedback. So you've had three of the guys, your fellow participants, have said that they have benefited from the program and they've seen that the program is really helpful and it's beginner friendly. So you don't need to know anything about Postman. You just need to just start and do it. The reason why I'm pushing for you to go to do the program, it just takes you like a few hours, 1, 2 hours, 3 hours. And it tells you even deeper insights than the things that I can even give you in the time that I was allocated. Because I only have like 30 minutes. And if I get a bit too technical, I might lose some people and all that. That's why I'm insisting for you guys to access the student expert program. And it's nice. You will dive even deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, right? So I'm trying, let me sign up before we conclude. Anyone else cares to share about the program? Don't worry, I'm like a preacher. The work of being an ambassador or something, like you need to be an ambassador of something that is good. And if I see something that is good and is going to help people, so let me, yeah, it's here now. Let me share my screen. So this is the Postman API Fundamental Student Expert Certification, right? So you register as a Postman student, so application, you learn from the beginning. What are your types of APIs? You do a quiz. The platform, your first Hello World API, first world, getting started with Postman. Yeah. Then you create a workspace, a collection, you know, all this until you're able to finish. You do a test, you do a skill check, you submit, you claim your badge, you become a Postman student expert. And if you want to proceed to become a student leader, it will be easy for you to become a student leader. So you can see it starts from the top. Let's start from before you start. You just go through. I tell you, you see, prerequisites, you're starting in the right place. There are no prerequisites to get started this course. You don't even have to know what an API is. Like, how good is this? Like, you're starting from the top. You see, overview, everything, and all that. You register as a Postman student. You start what is an API and all that. And then you get introduced to the platform. Yeah, if you don't have an account, don't worry. If you don't have an account, don't worry. You'll be introduced. So you'll be told to sign up. You see how easy this program is, step by step, it's broken down. You know, get started with Postman. That's it. So that's why I'm encouraging you guys. You see, you start even from signing in of the account, and by the time you're finishing, you know how to send, receive, send, get, post, update, and delete all of that. You will be very efficient on all that, right? So yeah, that was just my session. My session was not like to be that much technical, but to give you guys an easier way to become expert, because we all want to be experts and we all want to succeed. Rather than, aside from the hackathon, we're all competing, we also want to learn. We also learn new things, you know, and become expert in our field. So yeah, I'm opening the floor for questions before we finish. Any question, guys? Questions, any comments, any inquiries as we finish up, as I hand it over to Daisy? Feel free to say anything. Okay, if there's no session, Lois and who else did completed the program like I promised the credit? So let me see. Lois and who else? Was it Changach? Please send me Daisy. How can I like get their contact so that I can send them the credit?
It's Louis and Newton.
Yeah.
Actually, three. I'm
No,
seeing that
it's
three. We
it's
said.
Changach. It's
Oh, and
Changach
Louis.
and Luis. Yeah.
Oh, okay. From the I have their contact, so I will share it with you.
Yeah, both of them have like 100 credit, 100 book credit, the comrade credit. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. That's for me. Daisy, you can take up.
Okay, so we have 1 minute to the end of today's session and the last session for the week. The turnout has been low. I don't know why, but I was expecting the last day kukuwe na the most people. So as promised, we have our Kahoot here, as we did on Monday. Just load this game pin on your kahoot.io. Then, yeah, we start the game. So this is the game pin. Just type in on your browser kahoot.it. So we have Nova. So we're gonna start in the next 2 minutes. 8:33. We'll start the game. Okay, so I will start the Kahoot. I hope you're ready. For today, most of the questions will be technical about the week. Yeah. Application Program Interchange. API stands for Application Program Interface. So passion fruit is in the lead. Lakuna OG. Greg isn't on the call today. So Microsoft Azure is a cloud computing platform and infrastructure service provided by Amazon. Passion fruit is still in the lead. This were mentioned by Melissa during her session, APIs for data science. So 3 people said create, read, update, and delete. No, the CRUD operations are get, post, put, and delete. And I'm sure she mentioned what these operations are for. Okay, passion fruit is still in the lead. Our number 2 has dropped down. Nova has replaced them. Kish has come up as well. And Kish has the highest answer streak. Okay. True or false? So that is true. The essence of data science is to gather data, manipulate it, transform it to deploy now your machine learning models. That is data driven. Okay, so the order remains. Passion fruit strongly defending position number 1. So no, Azure offers more than one data collection location for hosting your services. Okay, I think here the key to change position is to answer as fast as you can. Yeah, so when you write a test in Postman, it's for it to check that your API request went to write custom scripts to validate API responses. That's the purpose of testing Postman. So only 2 people got these. I think we should go back to the Postman program that Farah has shared with us and learn more about Postman. This has definitely shifted. I thought number 1 would have shifted, but anyways, let's continue. Hey, passion fruit remains number 1. So you need to me your real name. We know who you are. Ama it's Farah. Sure. Top 3 are being consistent. You guys don't know our names. You guys don't know our names. So your instructor for Tuesday, when we had the data science session, was Victor and Melissa. And Victor talked about Jupyter notebooks in VS Code, and Melissa talked about APIs in the data science lifecycle. Number one, passion fruit. So passion fruit, utuambie in the comments who you really are. And Kish and Wesley, bigs up for getting position 2 and position 3. Also, passion fruit was Changach. So today you're walking away with 2 giveaways. That's lovely. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the 4 days, and as you continue finishing up on your solutions and making the documentation, yeah, keep the energy flowing. There are a lot of goodies for number 1, 2, 3, and the guys who and the top 9 projects that will make it to the award ceremony at ADC. So personally, I've enjoyed this working with you guys, organizing this, and yeah, hope to see you next week on Friday, all of you. So yeah, we can log off this call and be on time, Kesho. There'll be fines for guys who don't submit their projects on time. That is 5 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, so bye guys. Changach and the guys who want today, kindly text me. Good night.